Hi there, I'm Dr. Brenda Hutton. You might know me from TED Talks or from the books and the workshops on how to recover your DNA success blueprint, and also the emerging of a new leadership DNA and power intelligence, the intelligence of the future. Now, I know what you're going to ask. You're going to say, but Brenda, if you do all this work on recovering your DNA success blueprint, why the work and the workshops and also, of course, the books on Nelson Mandela? What has this got to do with each other? And the next question is, are the values and fundamental principles and universal life lessons that Nelson Mandela left for us as a legacy, are they still applicable today? What impact can this have on our personal lives where leadership is concerned, our governments, our organizations, and of course, our politicians? Can it be of any use? And my answer, of course, is going to be 1,000,000 times yes. But then you're going to ask, but we know we have to start each one with themselves. How can this be of importance to you and me at this moment? Well, let me explain. The fact is, just like your mobile phone or PC, you also have a microchip containing all the information and programs you need to become a fully functional, unique person. It is encoded in every single cell in your body. And this, the DNA success blueprint, also includes the programs for your health, wealth, happiness, and how to live a fulfilling life. And here we find the blueprint of our best version of ourselves. Just imagine your real, me, authentic self is encoded as your DNA blueprint, and it's available in every single cell in your body. But the DNA also contains the blueprint of our humanity and how we can become fully functional while creating a world and a future where everyone is in harmony and can flourish, and we are in synergy with each other and, of course, with nature. So our next question is, if we have all this power and potential, then why is life showing us a different picture, one of negativity, conflict, and of course destruction? Well, the reason is we became disconnected. Our DNA success blueprint became unraveled and our map to happiness and success got damaged. And we forgot who we are and what our real me, authentic self is really entitled to. So in essence, we got lost and we got confused. And we fell from grace. And so people and groups and communities and the world have created a dark, depressing picture that we have to contend with today. This means we have two different sides of self. One side is connected to our success DNA blueprint, while the other parts of self are disconnected. And from different connections come different mindsets and different value systems. And the truth is, these two parts of self are in constant battle for expression, not only in our lives, but our communities, in our politics, our business, and also, of course, in humanity as a whole. The connected part of ourself is our real, new, authentic self that include values like peace and love, compassion, healing, forgiveness, wisdom, success, and prosperity. And this side is committed to creating a future of peace and health and wealth and happiness that includes everybody. And this is the path that Nelson Mandela chose. And these are the values that he chose to live by and the universal lessons that he has left for us to learn from. But there is the other side, the disconnected part of self is our shadow ego self, with values that include anger and pain and unforgiveness, resentment, conflict, ignorance, and of course destruction. And these two parts of self are constantly opposing each other, and the inner conflict spills over and creates conflicting external circumstances. And of course, no one can flourish in circumstances like that. And now, suddenly, with the pandemic, the world has come to a standstill, and you and I have to make a choice. The question is, what are our choices? Unfortunately, most people are stuck in the lower levels of ignorance, tribal mind, and blind faith, like in our diagram. And there is a smaller group who, fortunately, already have elevated themselves to a level of being able to think for themselves. But then there is a still smaller group who are invested in finding truth, knowing, and understanding. And then, of course, there is the minority of people who have already broken through all the lower levels and attained wisdom. And such a man was Nelson Mandela. Not only are the values and life lessons Nelson Mandela taught relevant to us today, they are becoming a necessity. So the question is, how do we find our path back? See this as a wake-up call. The challenge is to find the path back that includes recovering, restoring, and utilizing our original DNA success blueprint. And the path is like climbing the ladder of life. That is our new ladder of success. And Nelson Mandela called this the long walk to freedom. And on this journey, we find a shining light of health, wealth, success, and happiness just waiting for us so that we can discover this. But the next question is, but how do we get there? The fact is, once you've made the choice in what direction you want to go, then you need to learn the fundamental life lessons and universal wisdoms and start to implement these lessons in your life. And as you do this, you take step for step up the ladder of life. Every time you overcome the dark, depressing values of the shadow ego self, the brain produces happy hormones. And this gives us a sense of accomplishment and also of well-being. And the more we are committed to this path, and the more we elevate ourselves and the people around us, our companies, our teams, and our organizations, the happier we become. And in the end, we make our mark and we set an example so that others can follow. We become of real service and we become real influencers and bridge builders and catalysts for good. And the ultimate achievement, of course, is not only health, wealth, success, and peace, but ultimate happiness. This is what Nelson Mandela did. After everything he went through, Nelson Mandela experienced the life of everything he wanted in the end. His people were free, and he personally experienced health and wealth and success, prosperity, peace, and, of course, achievement. But most of all, Nelson Mandela found love, and he married the love of his life, Gracia Michelle, on his 80th birthday, and they were happily married until he passed on peacefully in Houghton in Johannesburg on the 5th of December 2013. Now, Madiba not only left a legacy of life lessons and universal wisdoms for us to take on our lives, he also set an example of a real authentic leader, a bridge builder, a catalyst for good, and an exceptional human being. And now he's handed the baton over to us. So the questions are you ready for this path? Are you ready for the exciting new season in your life? Are you ready for the change and the transformation and the growth and the development and the discovery of a new you? And the answer is yes, you are. The reason is you are not here by coincidence. You didn't listen to the short introduction without there being a personal purpose and a deeper meaning for your life. And now you have to make a choice. So you are invited to enroll for this mind-blowing course. It could be the first step in the right direction for you. The course title is 10 Lessons from Nelson Mandela that elevate you to ultimate happiness. And of course, in celebration of Nelson Mandela Day, you get 75% discount, and all the details are on the link below or on the website. So once again, I'm so happy to have been able to share all this new information on the emerging of a new humanity and a new DNA blueprint. And you are once again invited to join us and the rest of the group on this wonderful, exciting adventure. All you need to do is to subscribe below.